Hey everyone, welcome back and happy, what is it, Tuesday? Holy cow. Guys, this week has been definitely different, but hey, we're back. We're in just a different space. We're in a different space. Anyways, we're not back to talk about this, but I'm so happy I'm not an avatar anymore. I wanted to talk to you about Bethenny Frankel and this whole Andy debacle. So before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Okay, you guys, so Bethenny Frankel has been on a tangent. Now, this is not news to us, but she always goes on TikTok. She lets us know how she feels, whether it's about the Kardashian brands, different makeups at TJ Maxx, or even if they are selling her some faulty Manolos. We get that. But recently, she's been speaking out after the actor strike and the writer strike because she is someone who was in the position of being a reality TV star. That is how she completely came up in the business that she's in. That is how it was her launch pad. And she sees flaws in the system. So now, since she doesn't have a dog in the fight and she's no longer on reality TV, she is sharing those flaws in the system. And she is now wanting other reality stars to be protected and start to unionize, which I'm sure this is not what Andy Cohen and Bravo, what they want to hear. But Bethenny Frankel is further elaborating, and I'm sure you guys want to hear this. Let's get into it. So Bethenny Frankel accused of trying to lock reality stars into exploitative contracts as she blasts Andy Cohen and calls for reality stars to unionize. Now, Reality Blurb came out with this, but they said Bethenny Frankel is being accused of attempting to lock Bunny Hayata into a 5-season contract for Mommy Mafia, a reality series that never made it to air. That Bunny has deemed, well, she feels like the contract's exploiting her. As the Real Housewives of New York City alum is being accused of being greedy and attempting to get her hands on 15% of Bunny's earnings even before the show aired, she continues to call for reality stars to unite and unionize, even spotlighting Andy Cohen for his lack of knowledge about what reality stars actually go through. Ooh, wait a minute. I didn't realize that there is another reality star who's out here who's saying, wait a minute, Bethenny, I feel like you're trying to exploit me in this contract. Like, are you pointing the fingers over at Bravo and Andy, and then you have 4 fingers pointing right back at you? Because that's a problem. That's a problem, Bethenny Frankel. If you're going to have a leg to stand on, that leg better be standing, because right now this is giving us cause for pause. But wait, it keeps going. I think that we should have our own union in terms that networks and streamers should abide by. Streamers, that would be us. There are different issues. It's a different medium and some issues overlap, but there are different circumstances. That's what Bethenny explained during an interview with Entertainment Tonight via the Real Housewives Zone on Instagram. We also are not really expected by the mainstream entertainment community. Amid the ongoing writer's strike in Hollywood, Bethenny said reality stars need specific language and terms and contracts that protects them versus exploits them. Yeah, but what would those contracts be? Because I feel like I think, is wanting people not to be able to talk about them without them getting paid for it. But even right now, if you wanted to go and talk about, let's say anybody, you can really go talk about anybody. Hold on. I'm going to play this for you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Wait for it. Here we go.
Stars join the striking SAG union workers and the WGA writers.
I think that we should have our own union.
Our own union, she said. I think we should have our own union. Okay, so hold on. As we get back to it, she's saying, amid the ongoing writer strike in Hollywood, Bethenny said reality stars need specific language and terms and contracts that protects them versus exploits them. I'm fine. This has nothing to do with me, per se. Meaning, I'm very successful. I've played the fame game and won. And it's not about me. It's about, what if it was me? What if it was me? What if all those years ago, 15 years ago, I was paid $7,250 and my episodes were still airing today and I had never made another penny? As Real Housewives of New York fans may recall, Bethenny was paid $7,250 for her first season of the show. However, she created the Bethenny clause at the time, which blocked Bravo from having access to her earnings outside of the show. Many people don't know that, but we have explained that before, and she actually explained that on her TikTok. I am not looking for anything except for principle. People shouldn't be watching these shows right now. People shouldn't be shooting these shows. People shouldn't be promoting these shows. You want to go promote yourself on YouTube and yourself on Instagram? Go ahead. I'm saying we should be stopping down so once and for all, we know what we're getting paid. We know when we see a residual, what we're getting paid. We know when we see merchandise with the brand, what we're building. That's also fair. I think if you go back to like Macaulay Culkin being on Home Alone, every year, or Mariah Carey with her music album, every year it's so iconic during Christmas. We rewatch Home Alone. We listen to the Mariah Carey music album. They get paid a shit ton of money in residuals for this. Honestly, depending on how much they spend, they could probably not work for the rest of their lives because of the residuals. And I think that Bethenny's saying, if these shows are going to continue to air all the time, why are we not getting the residuals? Why are we not continuing to get paid? If we're fired from the show and then they play our season in order to promote the new season of Roni with an entire new cast, but they promoted it with the first or last 3 seasons of Roni, why would Ramona, Sonia, and Luann not be getting residuals? Why aren't they getting paid for that? Why are you just using their likeness? Well, because they signed a contract. Now, that's her argument, is that that contract is not protecting them, which is the very argument. Okay, Bethenny, go on. So, Bethenny also said that she could be the person mandating what's going on and understanding the decisions and meeting with important people, before adding that the most important thing for her was to get a response from networks and streamers. I want to hear an answer. As for Andy, Bethenny was asked about his role. Andy Cohen is very involved in negotiations, and he produces the shows, and he knows everything about what's going on, especially inside this industry. He's quite knowledgeable of what the television industry represents and what it means, and he's knowledgeable as a producer and as an observer and as a monetizer of this dynamic. What Andy doesn't know is, according to Bethenny, is how it feels to be on the other side. He doesn't know what it feels like to be a degraded member of reality television and a person that experiences gotcha moments and is always the last one to know and is effectively treated like a well-paid famous handmaid. But amid her calls for change, Bethenny is being blasted for attempting to get Bunny to sign a 5-season contract for Mommy Mafia. Bethenny Frankel is a scam. She was screwing her own reality stars over before the show even aired, but now is trying to stop this from happening? Sure. Oh, that's what Bunny wrote. She included the terms of the contract. I'm literally about to post my contract because, well, here it goes. I believe $22,000 for the year 12. What's after she got $8,000? $8,000. That doesn't even make sense with inflation, Bunny wrote in a series of messages. And they have this chart in there that they want to take a percentage. I think it was 15% of my income for all business unrelated to the show for, I think, 11 years. It's been 2 years since I looked at the contract. She then noted Bethenny wanted to put hidden cameras in Bunny Hidea's home and 15% of any of her brand deals on TikTok before the show even aired. She said it's disgusting. And another screenshot, which featured an email with the subject reading confirming information for engagement letter, Bunny was seen writing to her attorney about the contract. The contracts are completely in their favor, expected. But there are 2 major points I want them to change that are non-negotiable before we start negotiating. One being, they said that we have to release all rights to privacy and hidden cameras and listening devices in our homes. This is completely unacceptable considering we have families and children. The second is that they want 15% of all likeliness, royalties, starting sign of a contract. I have built an online following to over 550,000 followers since March, and I refuse to pay them anything on my deals until the show airs. Bunny was also met with aggression after creating her own podcast. Continuing on, Bunny said, I forgot that they want hidden cameras in our homes and 15% of my income before the show even went live. Bunny then detailed a portion of the contract, writing, without limiting the foregoing, I acknowledge and agree that during my participation in the project, I shall have no expectation of privacy and that any and all of my actions may be recorded, including by hidden cameras and listening devices, and used by company, including without limitation in connection with the project and all ancillary and derivative materials thereof. Oh, yay. Bethenny, She's not happy with you, girl. How do you go and preach about a contract and then you try to exploit somebody else's contract? Oh, okay. This one's a tough one, you guys. I'm going to let you guys kind of help me figure this one. Yeah, go ahead, comment below. Let us know what you think. And more importantly, before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, this will be our studio for the next 2 weeks. So thank you for bearing with us. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.